For most of his life, all John had known about his past was that he was the result of an affair his birth mother had during the war. She herself always refused to talk about it, finding it too traumatic and painful to deal with. So for years, John was unable to find out any information about his real father. But in the year 2000, a letter arrived which would change John's life forever.
This letter just arrived where my birth mother was about to undergo major surgery. I believe she thought she might not make it through that surgery, and she probably wanted to wipe the slate clean, if you like, before she met her maker.
John's birth mother was 77 years of age when she wrote informing him about her past and his beginning. It all started back in 1944 during the Second World War, when American GIs were based in her hometown of Edinburgh, and her life changed completely. She also wrote that one night a married American GI called Gail Robinson asked her to dance. Although she was also married and her husband was fighting overseas in the Navy, she fell in love with Gail. This was not a casual one-night stand. John's birth mother explained her shock when she fell pregnant with him. When her husband Charlie returned from 3 years of active service to discover his wife with a baby boy, she was forced to give John up.
When Charlie came back, her father forced her basically to go with Charlie. We only took her back on the premise that they got rid of me. However, in the long term, what happened was that my grandmother and grandfather, they adopted me legally. So I basically became their son.
John's birth mother also mentioned that she was prevented from having any further contact with her son as he grew up. And the one photo she was given of him was torn up by her unforgiving mother-in-law.
Her husband never ever forgave her for what she did. Her mother-in-law certainly never forgave her for what she did. So she suffered quite a lot for all these years for making a mistake.
When John's mother recovered from her operation, he found out more details about his real father.
She said he was a Staff Sergeant, Gail Robinson. She also said that he was raised in an orphanage somewhere in Pennsylvania. He became a minor and then he enlisted.
This was a breakthrough for John. Up until now, he didn't know his birth father's name. Now he could set to work trying to unearth any link with Gail Robinson.
You know, I was getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to spend time for months on end going through census pages. And everything else was just basically getting cast aside.